Greetings from the UK. That's England to you USA viewers, if there are any. I have to say that Tuesday's result, or Wednesday by the time it was a result, is amazing news. I have hoped for it for some time. Anybody with functioning grey cells has looked at the Biden-Harris administration with horror, complete disbelief, I would imagine, in some cases. The lack of ownership of responsibility is staggering. 4 years of misery and hell. And to be honest, I can't imagine that by the end of the next 4 years, Trump is going to have undone all the chaos that the last 4 years have caused. It's no small order, mate. Best wishes to the Trump teams. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people that by now Mr. Trump should be able to trust. I know in the first 4 years of your admin between 2016 and 2020, you had too many people who were your best buddy until they were in, and then they'd do Brutus basically, and turn around and stab you in the back if you're lucky. The next 4 years, the sheer scale of the work involved is staggering. You've only got to sit down for 5 minutes and think, well, you had chaos for 4 years and you don't undo it in a weekend. There is no undo button on these political games. So you've got 4 years of sheer bloody hard work. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure your teams are only too well aware of it. And I wish them all the best of luck. Speaking as a non-voter, because I can't, legally, I suppose I could illegally. If I jumped on a plane to Mexico, I could have walked over and, I could have ended up voting for you. Nobody would have been any the wiser in some of your states. Arizona. How's that going? Carry leg in yet? Anyway, moving on. The early days, the first 2 or 3 days, had about a 5 million lead, and I'm literally just checking the latest results, and it's now down to about a 4 million lead. So it's 70.3 million against 74.2. Yes, you've got 301, Mr. Trump, and Harris a miserable 226. So it doesn't look as if Harris is going to go anywhere. Thank goodness. Well, except the job advert page, I suppose. That would be good. McDonald's, are you hiring? No. So, you're good in terms of numbers, seats, but for a 4 million lead in, 144 million voters, that's a tiny percentage. It could have gone the other way. And I'm sure those swing states, it's close. It's been a close call, and I really just this morning I'm now having the fun the fun position. I'm in the fun position of looking at meltdowns. If you remember 2016 when Trump got in, it was, embarrassing but funny watching all the snowflakes just collapsing because their world has just been turned upside down and they'd been spat out. Some of the snowflakey, lefty, unhinged reactions to last Tuesday's results are staggering. You've now got to literally look at your neighbour in a new light and say, can I trust you? I know you didn't actually put a sign out in your front, but are you safe to be with? Should I trust my children with teachers like this? Are you a CEO in a company that maybe I should be taking my business somewhere else? Half of America has insulted the other half, and half of America simply now cannot trust the other half. It's not quite a repeat of 2016, but to be honest, you're basically setting the clock back to where you were in 2016, where you've got a huge part of the country prepared to go to war, civil war, because they hate your guts. Instead of just now hating Trump, they now hate, 74 million people that voted for him. You are destined for street fighting, basically. So, lock and load, people. If you're carrying, make sure it's legal, make sure you know what you're doing. But the worry I've got over here in relatively peaceful England so far, yes, we've got open borders as well, and we've got a stupid number of people coming over from France every single day. Our current government, who's only been in since July, they're doing nothing. And it's just a repeat a little later of what Biden and Harris did. Which means basically, because our current government is due for 5 years, can we last that long? I don't know. I think we're going to have a vote of no confidence in this miserable shower before too long. Certainly within the next 12 months, if not 6. We can't keep going on in this country because we've seen the chaos it causes in America and Europe, to be honest. Oh, Merkel, you absolute fool. And all the other ones who just followed on. Yes, it's fine. We'll absorb them. They'll all accommodate. And it's like oil and water are liquids. Brilliant. They don't mix. You cannot drink both. This is what we've got. We've got culture clashes. We told you, the politicians, we told you years ago about this. Over 10 years ago this was known. Did you do anything about it? Did you listen? Did you? No, you didn't. You just kept going. So, I am delighted with Mr. Trump's results, and I do hope the next 4 years can be productive for the USA. I'm not at all sure where the UK is going to go over the next 4 to 5 years. Kind of worrying, really. Still, that's me from today. What is today? It's the 9th of November. Soon be Christmas. Soon be Easter. Anyway, best wishes to all, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye.